Alright, everybody's been fucking waiting for this shit. You already know we have been. Let me get rid of this. Holy fuck. Don't look at that. Everybody's been waiting for this shit. Of course, I know after the first one, all the controversy that came out. So now we will be working our way into competitive. Call of Duty games, the best competitive games, and now things are going to change. Now, again, this is subject to bias, and again, in the future, I will be doing this with more people to get more viewpoints as I'm dealing with this, but right now we're talking about my ideas and my thoughts on things. So, and this is also with the bias of hindsight, kind of, because some of these games probably at the time that they came out were really good competitively, and then you look back on it and it's I'm looking at but yeah, no, ever since some of these games came out, they did not age as well just because other games, and that you can't really hold it against them, but you do. That's why we have tier lists. So I'm becoming like the greatest tier list YouTuber on the platform, I think, with just one video out prior to this one. But anyways, I guess we'll start going from left to right. So let's talk about AW. AW Jetpack COD revolutionized Call of Duty in general. The meta was the BAL for a good amount. It was 4 BALs on the map. The maps were great though. The gameplay was very smooth. It was fun to watch. Optic dominated that year. It was a good year for competitive, and it wasn't plagued by the supply drops in competitive. It was really good and very fun. And I remember it was my sophomore year of high school, so throwback to that nostalgia. I think this it's got to be at least good. It's not goated. I want to put it in great, and I think nostalgia factor helps it. So we're gonna leave it there for right now. Black Ops came before the wave of esports really hit. I don't think there was much traction of Call of Duty back then. It was the FAMAS, and I think it was 4 FAMASes. I don't think there was much sub play that year. Um, Black Ops 1, one of the greatest games of all time. Said that yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever this goes up. It was playable. There were good maps. It didn't have the best meta. The FAMAS was great, but and it was fun to watch, but it just over time it just doesn't hold up competitively as much anymore. I don't want to talk about Black Ops 2 yet. We already know where Black Ops 2 is going. I want to talk about something more interesting. Let's talk about World War II. World War II, one of my personal favorite games of all time, but I can still be objective. I can still be fairly objective. This was not a great competitive game. I loved playing it. I loved playing World War II, and I actually think the competitive was a lot better than people give it credit for. I think the elo system, like ranked itself, was at one of the highest peaks we've ever seen because they did a really good job with it, and the meta was great. You had a 3 gun meta. Now the bar kind of fell off, and the FG was used for a while. They really tweaked the meta throughout the year. Oh, but so many top tier COD players for some reason hated this game, and I have no clue why. I wonder if Scump hated it just because he had a down year. Because I actually think that the game was great. I think it was really good competitively. I really do want to put it in great for now. But I would personally throw World War II. I didn't put it in my double S category yesterday. Like on personal, I probably would have, but I was trying to be a little bit objective yesterday. I'm still trying to keep some objectivity. I'm pushing it up. We'll revisit it. World at War. Eh. The the MP4. I don't really remember much of the competitive scene back then. It wasn't very large, that's for sure. I think it was there though. I want to put it here. The game wasn't trash, but the competitive scene was not great at the time. Okay. Modern Warfare. This is where there was the meta was the MP5 and the M4. Maps were okay. Slide canceling became like a huge thing. It was a decent year. It wasn't the worst. I think there was a lot of growth that year though. I mean, it was the start of the pandemic when that came out. A lot of people were playing, a lot of people were watching. The game itself, though, it doesn't. It felt good. It definitely was better than Black Ops 1, in my opinion. It was Dom that year, though, right? It was S&D. Was it Dom? Was shit. Hold on. Quick mid game check. I think it was Dom, wasn't it? Was it Dom? I'm gonna turn that. No. Go back. Just turn down the volume. What were we playing as the third game mode? It was Dom. Yeah, it was 100% Dom. It was 100% Dom. It was the third game mode too, I'm pretty sure. So we had Hardpoint, S&D, and Dom. It was. I remember now. I remember. Dom has never been a great competitive game mode. It's not bad. I actually like it more than probably most people do. Still not a great. I would have loved Capture the Flag that year. Capture the Flag is one of the greatest game modes that they still haven't brought back, and I don't understand why. People are like, oh, they're just going to camp in their spawn. It's going to become a TDM. What do you think half of these game modes would have broken down into just TDM if they were going to over the years? Capture the Flag has never broken down into that, just like Dom hasn't, really. There's always going to be a reason to be pushing forward. There's always going to be a reason to. There's always going to be something exciting to watch. Okay, it's not. We're not playing kill confirmed here. Okay. So it's good. That's a solid bar to set. Shotzi was the MVP of the league that year. He was putting on a movement masterclass. FaZe had become pretty big. Sam Babeezy Shotzi. Who else was big that year? Seth was on a rampage in S&D. Envoy was Chicago Huntsman's like diamond in a rough, even though he was like there in BO4. Okay, anyways, I could talk for hours on every game competitively and just jog off my mind, but that's not what we're here for. MW3. Prior to the blow up that was Black Ops 2, MW3 was a good game, but competitively it had good S&D. There was Cap the Flag. I think there was Dom. We were before Hardpoint. It was. I'm going to put it down in playable. Optic was winning everything. It wasn't on the MLG circuit that year. MP7 ACR meta. PP90 meta. It was balanced, but it just wasn't great from a viewership standpoint, and it wasn't great from a gameplay standpoint, but it was good. MW2, again, I think this is just playable. The games were good. I think it was Demolition, S&D, and Dom. This was before the boom too. Like, yeah, it was okay. I think right now you gotta put this. I think this is better. IW. Now, this is what saved IW from being trashed here in my last tier list. Competitive was very fun to watch. It was pretty balanced. There was the K-Bar, the E-Rad, NV4, and then there was another gun like halfway through the year. What was that other gun? Let me pull that up real quick. Infinite Warfare guns. It was, I think it was a submachine gun. It wasn't the E-Rad though. The Vector didn't see any. The HVR didn't see any play. No, it was an assault rifle that was used, kind of like a submachine gun then. Because it was the K-Bar, the NV4. Damn, what the hell was it? Am I going to have to edit this video so I can find this gun? The hell? It's nowhere to be found. I swear to God. Do these weapons just not exist anymore? Did people take them out of the game? There's no shot. IGN is wrong, right? Infinite Warfare guns. Because I remember Scump was using it at many times. What the hell? Maybe I should ask competitive guns or something? Let's see. OSA? The OSA. The OSA? It's got to be what it is. Yeah, it was the OSA. What was this? It wasn't the ARX 160. The OSA. Yeah, okay. That was... It was a huge meta at the time. It was fun to watch. The maps weren't the best. The game modes were good. We had Hardpoint S&D. What did we have as the third game mode in that? COD now. Oh, Uplink. We had Uplink too. Oh, man. This was a good competitive COD. That was a good competitive COD. Ghosts. Underrated COD. Blitz was amazing, in my opinion. Loved watching it. The maps, gameplay was a little slow compared to modern day, but it's okay. It was good. Meta was good. MTAR, Vector, Bison for a while when they upgraded it. The Remington was a solid AR. I don't think there was many other ARs played. A lot of sniper gameplay. That's one thing I didn't talk about before. There's a lot of sniper gameplay. There was a lot of smoke gameplay. Really good, intricate strats. S&D was amazing on that game. No hard point, though. It was there was no hard point. That's crazy. There was no hard point. They got rid of hard point in that game. It was Dom, S&D. I don't mind Dom, but Dom, S&D. Dom, S&D, and Blitz. Yeah. I liked it. I want to put it in great, but I want to be realistic. S&D was one of the greatest. It was one of the greatest S&D games. I'll put it down here. Cold War. It was really good. Really good. We had the AK-74U and the Krig. XM4 at the beginning. There was some play with some other guns, but those are the main three throughout the year. Good sniper gameplay. No smokes, though, I think. They got rid of snipers. They got rid of snipers, I'm pretty sure. Because of no smokes. Good maps because we were playing Cold War, which is basically Black Ops 2 Modern remastered. Good gameplay. It doesn't feel right to put it in this. But from a viewership standpoint, I like these better. I'm going to put it up here for now. COD 4. Just wasn't quite. It's probably at the top of this. BO4. What a great competitive COD. BO3, one of the best. And Black Ops 2 was the best. Now we have to do the difficult thing of rearranging these. So MSMC M4, AN94 was there. Were there any other subs that were used that year? The Scorpion a little bit at the very end. MP7 during champs. The B23R was good. Crossbow was used a little bit. Good stuff. Yeah, no, that's cemented GOAT. Like, that's the greatest competitive COD of all time. Capture the Flag was great. Hardpoint was great. S&D was great. All of it played great. The maps were the best we've ever had. In top to bottom, the maps were the best we've ever had. Black Ops 3. The VMP, MA, Man of War, Shiva, Kuda. Probably one of the most diverse metas we've ever had throughout the year. And everything worked well. Everything was pretty balanced. I like the diversity here. Probably second only to Black Ops 2. Maybe even first in diversity. The balance itself. I love the balancing in BO4. These are three of the best competitive CODs of all time. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Oh, there's no MW2 on this list either. Or Vanguard. Wow, I just realized that. Okay, that sucks. Okay, Vanguard. Vanguard would probably go in good. MW2, they're both on the lower end of the list. That's for sure. They weren't bad to watch. There's just something. I think Vanguard was better than MW2. I think MW2 is the worst COD of all time. I kind of want to bump Cold War down, and I probably should bump World War II down. Like, this is what I'm gonna put right now. I'm gonna put it like this right now, and I want to see what people have to say first, and I'll probably make an updated list at some point. But this is where I'm gonna leave it for right now. Let's go with that, and I want to get some discourse before I make I'm gonna make a new one, and I'm gonna take some comments and see what happens, and then I'll adjust myself accordingly. Let's call this the interim best list of all time. And yeah, with that, I'm gonna leave you guys with thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a good one. Let me know what you think down below so that we can get some discourse going and we can figure it out. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me out. It brings a smile to my face too. I mean, we're a small but good community, and I love every single one of you. So yeah, I hope you all have a great day, sincerely, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.